Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All day, every day, any day. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins completes it to Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 1-yard gains are trending the same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Yellow, 180.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, no, easy. Gone.
Mike 54. No chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins on the catch. It's Crowder. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Hey, 382, he's checking Chris. Out.
On 3rd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch twist. Two. Check it out. Wide. Get wide. Hey, watch it. Twist. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Cousins, a screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins, and he hits Drake. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Caught by Nelson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Chicago.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Here's Bell. Ramik Wilson on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 23.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Vernon Davis. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All day, punt. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Charlie.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 15, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Yellow.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. And let's get this. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up. And this is caught inside the 5. That one covers 29 yards. First down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Watch out. Two. Hatch it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
59 mark. Check. 59.
All you get is a headache.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Don't be scared of it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Come back.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Seam 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Come on, baby.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, first down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
59. Mike to 59. Exit.
Hey, 57.
Mike Delta. 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 59. Mike is yellow. 59.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Defense, let's go. Foxtrot.
And again, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check. 4 down. 94.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mike's 56. Rabbit.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Ain't no such thing as a light 43.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check 56. In your face.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check. Slant.
Gun.
Motion. Reset.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Check 26.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Watch 54. He's coming. We got double up.
Watch the end.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. We got
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Come on, up. Check. Check 31.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football, but But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Gun. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Goose. Kill. Bridgestone, travel. Bang.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill. Check nickel. Watch the twist. Right there. 54.
Again, it's Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Throwing is Cousins. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Watch the shoot.
Gun.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
218, chop. Gun.
Cousins here to throw. Caught by Nelson. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Cousins. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins the thrower. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Vernon Davis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bears, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing on black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate.